end behavior, what I'm talking about, the end behavior are the ends of the graph. What are the ends of the graph doing? Are they going up like this? Are they going down here and then up here? The end behavior. How does the end pieces of the graph act? So the behavior of the graph, the far left, the far right, and then with polynomial functions, they can have many intervals, especially if it's a polynomial function of degree 2 or higher. Okay, so it can really get some waves going. So it says that the graph eventually rises or falls without bound, meaning it doesn't stop. Without bound means negative infinity to infinity. Okay, that means it can keep going up and up and up and up and up. It can keep going down and down and down, but in the middle, it might do something like this in the middle. So that's what they mean. That's what they mean. And it depends on the leading term. So remember, the leading term is the term that has the variable with the highest power exponent, okay? And they have what they call the leading coefficient test. These next couple of slides, I'm going to give you different things that help you know how to graph these functions. But again, I want to reiterate, as long as you have an idea of what x squared looks like, of what x cubed looks like, you're going to be able to graph these other functions. So the leading coefficient test, you use the leading term of the polynomial function so that you know what the graph is going to look like. So if a sub n, if the leading coefficient is positive, if the leading coefficient, or let me see, let's start here. Okay, let's do this row. And see, I have n is odd, n is even. I'm talking about this n, okay? So whether you have x squared or you have x cubed. Matter of fact, I'm going to fill those in as my examples. So like this will be, let me use white. So x cubed, and see how the n is positive, the 3 is positive. If that happens, if your n is odd, then your graph is going to look like, it's going to look like this. Okay, if n equals odd. So basically what happens, the end behavior is going to go down one side, and on the other side it's going to go up. Okay, that's the end behavior of the graph. You don't necessarily know what it's going to do in between, because x to the 5th, x to the 7th, x to the 9th, all those odd powers, but it's going to be, the end behavior is going to go down and then up. Let me rewrite that. Okay, down and up in x cubed. Now, if it's something like x squared, and I'll put x squared. X squared, if you remember, it looks like a parabola. Then the end behaviors of the graph is going to be up and then up, okay? Up and up. Both ends of the graph are going to go up. That's the end behavior. And so that's why you use this, the leading term, and then look at the degree and then look at the number, okay? So you look at the degree to say, is n even or is it odd, okay? And then you look at the leading coefficient. Remember, a sub n is the leading coefficient, and if it's greater than 0, you got, depending on if it's odd, and then depending on if it's even. Now, what happens when it's less than? So if it's negative x cubed, because remember, your n can't be negative, but your coefficients can. So our degree is 3. It's odd, but our coefficient, our leading coefficient, if it's negative, then it's going to flip-flop. So if it's negative, the end behavior on the left side of the graph is going to go up, and the end behavior on the right side of the graph is going to go down. Okay, so it's going to be opposite. And then same thing over here. If you had negative x squared, it's going to look like that. The parabola is going to flip, so these go the opposite direction. So again, I'm going to stress the importance. Know what x squared looks like, know what x cubed looks like, and then the negative version of that is just going to be the opposite, okay? It'll take time, but if you can remember what these graphs look like, I'm telling you, it's going to save you so much time, so much time. So let's look at these. And this is what I was just showing you. Okay. So if the degree is always going to be positive, but if the degree is odd or even, so if it's odd, the end behaviors will always be opposite each other. One will go up, one will go down, or vice versa. One will go down, one will go up. I'd say down, up, right. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. But if it's even, the end behaviors of the graph are going to be the same direction, either both up or both down. That's using the degree, okay? Now, when you look at the leading coefficient, remember the leading coefficient is tied to the variable that has the highest power. The leading coefficient, if it is less than or greater than 0, that way, x squared this way. And then when it's less than 0, flip it, and then x squared is going to go down. Okay, so let's look at some. X cubed, see, it goes up. So my end behavior is this way and this way. And then if you can remember, if you memorize that that's x cubed, when you see a negative x cubed, you're going to know, oh, it's going to go the opposite, the opposite directions, where this side is up and this side is down. On this one, this side was down and this side was up. So you see how they just flip directions? That's what you want to know. Some people are like, oh, well, this is really going up and this is really going up, but think of the end behavior. Look at the direction of the end behaviors, okay? Up and then down. So they flip-flop, okay? Now let's look at x squared. Same thing here. The end behaviors, when it's even, they go up. And then when you flip it, they go down. See that? They go down. So you got down, down when it's negative, and then up, up. But that's when you have an even degree. Okay? That's when you have an even degree, same direction. Okay? And then when you have an odd degree, opposite directions. I hope this is making sense.